Pokemon's Fairy type, let's get going. Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video where today I will be talking about my top 5 favorite Fairy type Pokemon. I'd say they're a pretty cool type resisting Dragon and just pretty cool in general, so I'm eager to share my top 5 favorite Fairy types with you. Let's get going. Number 5. At number 5 we have X Ernest, the signature legendary Pokemon of Pokemon X. X Ernest is pretty neat, being the first Fairy Legend type Pokemon, and one of the few pure Fairy type Pokemon. Fairy is a pretty interesting type, and it will be fun to see how this Pokemon can stand up to Pokemon that are Dragon types, a type usually untouchable. So, I'm glad this Pokemon was introduced, and I'm eager to see what it can do. Number 4. At number 4 we have Igglybuff. I was pretty excited when I found out a lot of the old Pokemon that were normally normal type were actually changed to part Fairy type. This gave them tons of more usefulness and made me pretty excited. Now, a lot of Pokemon, such as Snubbull, went under this change. So why Igglybuff? Well, Igglybuff holds a special place in my heart, being my first ever shiny Pokemon. In Pokemon Crystal, you can get a lucky egg from the daycare man, and it has a 50% chance of being shiny, and mine happened to be an Igglybuff and it had shiny. So it was pretty special that that was my first ever shiny Pokemon. Number 3. At number 3 we have Mayoral, the water fairy type. Mayoral's a pretty cool looking Pokemon, and was one of the first Johto Pokemon to be introduced in the anime belonging to Misty. I always thought Mayoral was pretty cool and wanted one for myself, and I would always spend hours using my old rod trying to find one. And I had no idea that you had to find them in Mount Mortar. That would have saved me a lot of fishing. Number 2. At number 2 we have Dedenne, or Detta something, I still don't know. Anyway, just like in my top 5 favorite Kalos Pokemon, he takes number 2 on the list. Now, you already know why I love him. He looks like Hamtaro, and who wouldn't love that? Now, Electric and Fairy, that's pretty cool. Number 1. At number 1, we have Gardevoir, the psychic, mage, whatever you want to call it thingy, that apparently is now Fairy type. Now, there's a pretty specific reason why I love this Pokemon. The first time I played Sapphire version, which was my second Pokemon game, Gardevoir was one of the Pokemon on my team. As any of you know who have played the game, in the beginning of the game, your father, Norman, the 5th gym leader, gives Wally, your semi-rival, a Pokemon, actually Zigzagoon, to help him catch his first Pokemon, which is a Ralts. Now me, trying to be just like any other trainer I saw in the game, needed a Ralts for myself. And when I say it took forever to find one, it took forever. After I got my hands on one, I was pretty excited and started using it. I trained it up, a pretty hard task considering it only knew Growl to a high level, and eventually evolved it into Gardevoir towards the end of my playthrough. And Gardevoir was one of the best Pokemon on my team. With Psychic and Thunderbolt, we dominated almost every trainer. Unlike a lot of people, Generation 3 is one of my favorite games to this day, and I always love playing back with my old team, and especially using Gardevoir. And now that it has a new fairy typing, it might be a lot more useful standing up to those dragon types. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you could like and subscribe. I make a lot of videos like this, and if you like Pokemon, you should give me a try. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.